Hi everyone. So today we will see that how can we handle the missing values and also how can we handle the values which is greater than the default values which is 8-bit. So we'll take a first example where we can see that we have three variables in the data, that is name, age and salary. So we can see that on second line there is a name Sitaram sir which is greater than 8-bit. So if we will run it and we'll see the result, go to log. So we can see that there is no syntax error. But if we go to library and work, so here a table has been saved. So we can see that. So in the Sitaram answer in second observation, ARS has been truncated. So in that case, if we want to read the full name, so we'll have to define the length of this variable. So we'll see that when we define the length of this particular variable, what happens. So to define the length of the variable, we put the number along with the dot in front of dollar sign. So that means we have increased the length of variable name till 10-bit. So now we'll see that whether that problem has been resolved or not. So again we have executed the statement command and now we'll again check the result. Oh, so we can see that so there are some of the values which is also coming in the first variable. So these are the values which is of the second variable and it is showing in table that is coming into first variable. We can see the log also and try to understand what happened. So that's it, the invalid data full salary. So that what happened, so in the name ram 17 and a 200 goes into the name variable, or rest of the values which has been left in that goes into the age. And when SAS didn't find out any value after the age, it moved to next line. So that was for the Sitaram answer, and we can see that we have defined the salary as a numeric variable. However, in the second variable, Sitaram answer is a character variable. Due to that conflict, we can see in the log it is showing that invalid data for salary. So if we want to read the full value, so we have seen that we'll have to increase the length of the variable. But when we increase the length of the variable, another problem occurs at that point. So how to resolve that problem? We'll see that. So what happens when we define the length of a particular variable, it reads the value till that length. So when we define the length of the name till 10-bit, it also takes the value of 17 and 200 of age and salary. So we'll have to put an operator which will handle the spaces, so that if something, or you can say some space, comes before the 10-bit, it should stop there and read the value accordingly. So we'll put the colon. So colon read the space, and whenever it counters the space before the defined limit, then stop there and the x value goes into the next variable. So that is how the problem can be solved. We'll again run it. Okay, now we'll check the result. So we can see that now the Sitaram sir is also coming, and all the values are coming correctly. So this is how we handle the variable which has been, or we can say the values which has been defined or which has been greater than the default limit. So now the next variable, or we can say, so the next example for the variable is age. So we can see the example for the data tab 121. So in this example, again we have the same data. The only difference is that we have age missing in the second line. So how we will handle this missing value, we'll check that. So now again in this data also we have Sitaram sir which is greater than defined limit. So we'll put the number with the dot, and to handle the space that counters before 10 bit, we'll put the colon. So does that mean that it will take the missing value accordingly? So we'll run and see that what happens. So moment we will run it, we'll check the log, and now again it says the invalid data for salary. So we'll go and check our table. So here is our table. So we can see that in table it is correctly reading the value till Sitaram sir. However, what happens, 30,000 it is coming in age instead of salary. So that means it is not reading this space. So it age directly moved to 30,000. Instead of taking the missing value, it is reading the 30,000. So to resolve that problem, we'll have to define the length of the missing variable. So now we can see that the length of the age in most of the cases is 2 bit. So we'll have to define the length of the variable also. And now once we will run that, now we can see that now there is one missing value is showing in the age. So that means once, if we have to handle the missing value for one variable, then we can define the length of the variable to make sure that it picks and read that blank on missing value. So that is all for today. Thank you.